Hi guys, thanks for coming back. My name is Beards and Breakdowns, and today we'll be looking at my top 10 favourite lyrics. Awesome, so today we're going to be looking at a top 10 list of my favourite lyrics. The alternative title to this video was Top 10 Times I Have Cried on Public Transport, but I didn't think that'd have the same ring to it. Just going to add that this list doesn't include any of the Wonder Years lyrics. I genuinely feel like I could create a whole video just on Dan Campbell's lyrics. In my opinion, the greatest lyricist of all time.
Fight me.
Like literally, meet me outside, because I will take that to the grave. Now, it's really not a top 10 lyric video if you don't include lyrics like this. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Teamwork really makes the dream work. I think that these lyrics really talk to the idea of, working together, anything you do, as a collective, you can achieve a common goal. But I also, the romantic in me, I guess, likes to see the romantic side to this. Together we can burn this place to the ground. What's more romantic than two people becoming arsonists and burning establishment to the ground? But in a more serious note, just the idea of, knowing that no matter what you're going through, doing it with someone you care about and doing it with someone who is also passionate, you can achieve anything, and you can fight the system, burn this place to the ground, fuck the haters and keep going. We held each other in orbit, binary stars. Now, I did say that technically I wasn't going to include any Wonder Years songs, but I did sneak in a Dan Campbell lyric, Aaron West and the Roaring Twenties. So these lyrics are a masterclass in the concept of keep it simple, stupid. Such a really short line, but it really represents such a huge concepts, galaxies and the idea of binary stars and this massive objects that have such a huge gravitational pull just become into each other's orbits is just a beautiful sentiment. And it's really just one throwaway line in a long song, but it just, I guess like gravity, it just pulls you into those particular lyrics. I fucking love it. So I'm not sure if this is the way that Toby delivers these lyrics that, makes it hit harder, or the fact that it's at the climax of this particular song. But there's just something about it that just pulls you in. The lyrics are delivered incredibly well. There's a lot of adverbs in these lyrics here as well that you can just reading, you can just see the picture and the imagery that he's kind of describing. For me, this really hits home on that fighting adversity. Doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, not letting your knees touch the ground, like not giving up, not crawling, always standing, always fighting, always continuing through that struggle it is that you're facing. It's just cathartic to even use the what's the name of the song? I'm the rocks on the shore, your waves break over me. Like that constant getting knocked down, you just get picked back up again, and it hits me. And this is why I wanted to include these lyrics. Are just powerful. Kind of struggled to include these lyrics in this list. The real reason why I was hesitant to put these lyrics on the list is just the subject matter of the actual song is very heavy, it's very dark, It really is about being or surviving an abusive relationship. And I personally can't say I've been in those kind of experience, so I can't say I connect to those lyrics on that level. That whole concept of, even if something is bad for you is, you're going to get hurt, but you're willing to fight, or not damn aeroplanes again. It's like Flight Central today. Ridiculous. That concept of, even if this is going to be bad for you, even if you're going to get hurt, wanting to stay to the detriment of the pain that you may feel, cover me in scars. I'll let you carry me forever. It's haunting, and it's just, you kind of feel that pain. And I think that's why I love these lyrics so much, is that, I may not have gone through these kind of experiences, but hearing those lyrics and hearing it from that person's perspective, you can feel that pain, and that's powerful, that's strong, and that's what creates really good lyrics, is, being able to put someone else's emotions through just a couple of words. It's just really, really good lyrics. But yeah, never been through that personally. I think this is something that we've all probably experienced, taking something for granted, and not realizing how much of a particular situation or a particular person or whatever your scenario is, that you've just, it's always been there. But then when you go back and look at it, you think, hold on a second, I actually did take a lot of this for granted. I didn't realize what I had or if it was good. And again, really, really simple 2 lines, create this massive picture. And you listen to those 2 lines and you can think about 10, 20, 50 different scenarios in your head that you've probably experienced that throughout your life. And that's just beautiful, just to be able to, again, me listening to this song and being thrown back to all these different scenarios. That's amazing, that they're able to draw that emotion just from these 2 lines in a 3-minute song. So yeah, it's definitely why it's on the list. Now, you probably think this is cheating, because really it's the top 11 lyrics, but I kind of brought these 2 lyrics together as they have the same kind of conceptual ties. These lyrics, probably out of all the lyrics on the list, are there for probably more personal experience. I have had family members go through dementia, and it scares the crap out of me thinking that I might, lose my mind literally one day. And the first lyrics from Boston Manor, just the concept of, I've forgotten something so simple as your birthday, but knowing you won't remember that anyway is heartbreaking. And then what movements have been able to do with their lyrics, that whole concept of breaking the bad news around, someone's in their lives, like loved ones has died, and then, then going to sleep and forget about it and having to repeat that cycle is so personal. And for these lyricists and these artists to be able to put that little bit of themselves on paper and then record it and then publish it to the whole world to listen to is huge. And it doesn't matter how many times I listen to these songs, I swear. There's a whole list of songs that I can't listen to while I'm driving, and these are on there because it just gets me every single time. I really wish I could express myself in such a beautiful and nuanced way that these lyrics have been able to be written in such a personal manner, and it just strikes such a chord based on, you know, obviously their experience and my experience as well. And yeah, I can't even talk about it properly without, you know, hearing the lyrics in my head. It's beautiful, like absolutely heartbreakingly beautiful. Okay, if you haven't picked up on it yet, this is a sad boy theme. Like, all of these lyrics are like really depressing, but all of them are presented in such a fun and upbeat way, especially these lyrics. Really, really creative and descriptive language within these lyrics. Really simple. The whole idea of just throwing a bottle out the window and watching it break or not break, and then thinking, would my body do the same, is genius. In my opinion, and John has really captured that thought of, you know, what he was going through at the time, or, you know, what a lot of people with depression really deal with. Not saying that I have depression, but it's just the whole idea of, you know, we probably all thought it. This is too deep, way too deep. Super simple lyrics that create such a huge picture is a skill, and, you know, again, couple of lines within a 2 or 3 minute song, but these are just the ones that every time we listen to them, I have that oh shit moment. Where did that come from? Yeah, incredible talent, and shout out to Trophy Eyes. You know, represent Australian music scene. I think we've all really wished and thought about something, or had those experiences where you just wish you had done something different, and, you know, watching someone make these mistakes or make mistakes and you not being able to influence them and stop them from, you know, building their own casket is something we've probably all experienced. This, and I think, again, it's one of those lyrics that, because the delivery of how it's actually delivered kind of adds that extra impact than just reading it on a piece of paper. But that whole idea of not being able to stop someone, you know, do something detrimental is probably something everyone can relate to, and they've just really presented these lyrics in a really simple way. The whole idea of creating a silhouette that you won't take shape to. So I've set this expectation that I want you to form, and always going to be disappointed because you're never going to fit that mold that I've created. And then watching you not do that, it's kind of, you know, trying to battle with that acceptance of, you know, I can't stop your path, and you're going to make these mistakes. It's going to suck. I have to really face that and battle that. And that's a really beautiful concept within a really great song. Okay, this is probably one of the newest additions to this list, and it was one of those songs where when I heard the lyrics, it was one of those, oh fuck, like, where did that come from kind of lyric. I swear, in that song, I think I was driving back from, you know, just around the corner, and I stopped in my car to listen to the rest of the song because it really grabbed me. And I swear, throughout that song, it was, oh, like, this is like, you know, I thought I was down, I was getting back up, and the lyrics just whack, hit you back again. That whole concept of, you know, how well do I need to know someone before I actually start writing a song about them? Am I only thinking about their passing? Am I thinking about how sad I am just to write songs? Like, why am I sitting in this self-pity? You know, I only met you a couple of times. I don't know you very well, but I feel like I need to express that. Is it self-detrimenting to sit in your wallows? And I guess it's a really interesting concept around, when do I need to express myself? How much of an impact does someone need to have on you before you actually contemplate, you know, putting them in something as personal as your songs, your lyrics, being able to put that out there for everyone to hear? It's a very challenging question. If a lyric makes me think, oh shit, then I know it's probably going to be in my top 10 list. And this is why it's definitely on there. Well done, Bloom. You really know how to make a man cry.
I dug through all your cupboards, found your grandpa's harmonica. I'll scream until my lungs explode, as long as the notes sound beautiful.
When I was writing my top 10 favorite lyrics and why, obviously this list could have easily been top 20, top 50, top 100. I really struggled trying to break this down into just 10 songs. These lyrics were kind of floating around as should I not include them? And I was actually watching a movie, and I can't remember what movie it was now, but they happened to pull out a harmonica in the movie, and bam, straight away, the first thing that came to my head was this little pre-chorus or bridge. I thought, yeah, if I can watch something completely out of context and the first thing I think about is these lyrics, then it's obviously sitting there and it's in this little intimate spot, you know, in my brain somewhere, of a reason why it's hit me. But I guess the whole concept of finding something that is meaningful to someone you care about and literally playing it until your lungs explode. But as long as the notes sound beautiful, it's like is it a level of sacrifice there, to do those things for the people you care about, even if you might not be, you know, good at what you're doing. You're willing to sacrifice it and give everything for, you know, your partner, your loved one, your friend, whoever this may be. And that's, I guess, the beauty of these lyrics is it's not very specific to who it is that they're talking about. That whole idea of something so small within someone's life, like, you know, finding an old harmonica and playing it, can mean so much to someone else. And they've done an incredible job. But again, really small lyrics create such a big picture, and you can kind of take these kind of scenarios and bring them all into, you know, your own experiences. So yeah. I had to include it onto this list because it's a pun and it's the first lyrics on an album, and it kind of sets the scene for the whole album. Real Friends are in my top 10 favorite bands, when it comes to pop punk anyway, and it's such a bad lyric, but I love it so much. Like, thank you, Dan, for including such a bad pun, a dad joke in your lyrics, because it makes me so happy singing those lyrics, knowing how bad it is, but that makes it so damn good. Well, thank you for listening to me rant about things that I like to talk about. You know, if you like this and you want to hear me rant about other things that I enjoy and talk about music, then please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully next time I'll have a little bit less of a beard. So really the onus is on you. If you don't subscribe, you'll never know if I trim my beard or not. So you better bloody subscribe. Chuck your favorite lyrics in the comments as well. I think it's such a personal thing, lyrics, and there's really no right or wrong answer about why you like lyrics. You might be listening to this list and think, you know what? He's wrong. The lyricist meant this or that. And that's the beauty of it. Like, please tell me what you think, and yeah, come back for more.